customers.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, digital world. I'm Ismail Abaya. I'm from the Philippines. I'm the moderator of this show, Usapang Halal International. And let's welcome my main host partner, direct from Malaysia, Brother Al Fakir.
Assalamualaikum. See you again in Usapang Halal. How about you, Mr.
Yes. I'm very fine, excited today. Even if in the Philippines we have still, as usual, we've been in this crisis for almost more than a year, but I think it's a blessing for the halal industry to develop it on the digital platform.
Yes, I think it's a good platform when you start with this digital, and yes, our program also always every week we do, and then I think we are focusing on this halal industry, and then for today I will talk about how to develop this halal industry entrepreneurs. So based on last week we have a special guest, but this week mostly I will present on what is the basic requirement again and again, because when we talk about halal, it's of course it's many things that we can talk about how to start it, but I think the most important thing right now is to give awareness to the owner of the SME or small medium entrepreneur to involve in this halal. So today, I think I have to to give some basic to all the entrepreneur owners outside there to understand why you need this halal in your industry. Okay. So I think I will start with sharing with one video from Malaysia. It's a video I take from YouTube. It's talking about how to start a halal in your for your product. Okay.
How?
Okay, very fast, huh? The
Yeah.
video, I think, yeah, I cannot, so because they are, I think, a good video for to understand. Oh, sorry. Okay, again, then this video we talk about is a halal zakim. Is how do you want to start and understand from the beginning to the ending. So what we can see before we go for the detail after this, I think when we want to develop this halal industry, of course we want to involve the owners of the company.
Yes.
Example, me as the owner of the once a company, I involved in this halal industry to provide the halal chicken for consumer. I mean for customer. So I involve and understand. I also go to the. I mean, number one to get awareness to me, and then go to the training. So today we want to focus how to start with all of this because now. All, actually, I'm as a one of the NGO for this halal, and also Mr. Ismail Waya. We together in Usapang Halal want to help your company to involve in this halal industry. I think number one when we talk is talking about honor. So I share this presentation slide to give you understand what is the requirement before you start to get the halal. Okay, Usapang Halal. Okay, today I will try to present one of this my slide to talk about. Okay, number one is when we talk about halal awareness. Of course, this we should start first. I mean, why we need halal? In your product for your product, especially for the owner of the food industry. The food industry is a main, I think, issue on to provide the halal food to the customer, and also for restaurant, central kitchen, and our logistic, and also warehouse. And I think before this, we already talked mostly about the requirement, especially for the, halal kitchen, and we talk also how to manage, the logistic and also the warehouse before this. Okay, so what is I want to highlight is talking about overview about halal and your company, gender requirement for the food industry, and then the owner responsibility in halal program, understanding a halal principle, halal awareness, halal guidelines, certification requirement procedure, and what halal practice resources can do for you. Okay, I think why halal? That's the reason why should go for halal. So atau 100% halal guarantee. So the company, your company, number one, do your company need halal? Okay. So are you aware of what your company is doing? Are you prepared? Present a status generally SMI. So no formal QC team, or system, no GMP, a good manufacturer, and then no proper understanding of halal issue. Are you experienced customer complaints, sales not picking up, competition, don't know how to go about implementing halal system, and then export difficulties, halal audit and certification, halal for ingredient suppliers, chemical, food supplement, herbal, cosmetic, fresh produce, animal feeds and apparels, restaurant and food services, hotel, hospital, airline, contract manufacturer, packaging, repacking, and transport operators. So all, so the trans. So the general requirement for the food industry, of course, in Malaysia, is a local law we have to follow, and municipality requirements, a license to operate. This also the basic training. I think also the building requirement, machinery, and then food acts and food regulation, safety limit for use to type amount the chemical, labeling, HACCP, cleaning and maintenance, halal export restrictions, promoting country regulation, certification, consumer requirement, halal kosher, GMO free, organic, basic requirements of consumer demand, and also GMP health foods. This all the requirement in the food industry you have to follow. Okay, so the owner's responsibility to ensure halal. Number one, I think the owner as a responsibility is to understand halal, and then endorsement of document and the work processes, and for the declaration, monitoring the system. You should have a team leader and a review your halal status, staff trainings, linkage to advisor and consultant, renewal of certification. This is our commitment to become halal. And then the halal current issue in halal food production. Of course, Malaysia as a right now is a halal hub, WTO, AFTA, food safety and new national certification requirements. So that's now we focus on raw materials. Okay, so what is the halal food? Grossly misunderstanding and interpreted. This is called as a universal food. It's a fit for all mankind, and not just for Muslim. Emphasize of hygiene, cleanness and safety and integrity, halal and toiba, and the act of slaughtering. I think slaughtering we mentioned on the last episode. How to we set up the slaughtering house. Selection of food sources, commitment, regulation, weight and measure, avoid a contamination, and a good handling and storage. Okay. For definition of halal, of course, means permitted, allows, lawful, free of a substance or from forbidden, haram, animal, and not containing a filthy substance according to the Islamic law, not prepared using equipment which are not free from the filthy substance, does not come in a contact during a preparation with a food, which does not fulfill above the three requirements for any filthy substance. So it's a halal toiban in Al-Quran. Halal is a permissible based on Shia perspective, religious, faith, and spiritual. Toyib is a good for wholesome, as quality, safety, hygienic, cleaning, and nutritious quality, authentic, scientific. So source of a halal food and drink. All land animal are considered halal except animal not slaughter according to Islamic law. Pigs, dogs, carnivorous animal, tiger like bears and similar animals. Bird with a claw and feet by snatching eagles like eagle. Animal and insect forbidden to be killed in Islam and bee and woodpecker. Animal generally considered repulsive fly, lice and maggot. So source of halal and food drinks. Water and animal living only in the water unless they are poisonous and harmful. Plants or all plant type and their product except those are poisonous and harmful to human health. Drinks all form to water except those that are poisonous, intoxicating and harmful to human health. So for the suttering must be performed manually by Muslim of sound mind, mature and fully understand the fundamentals and conditions related to suttering. Animal must be animal permitted, halal to be eaten. Live animal in their normal condition. Respiratory tract, esophagus and jugular veins must be severed. All suttering device must be sharp and not made of a bone, nail or teeth. And then processing and cooking. So all food are halal if they are processed in a clean manner using a halal ingredient and free from feed. Not contain any product that are considered filthy, unsalted product. Must be prepared using equipment free from the feed cutting tools. Must not come in contact with a food which are non-halal with filthy during processing and storage. Clean and non-contaminated all the way. So this our concept, like we call it 9P, it's a Malay, it's honor, it's capital, workers, premise, material, equipment or tools, work process, documentation and product. These are the item that we have to focus when we talk. Okay, so the consultancy is talking about the halal, so the service that we do. Okay. So for this, to apply this certificate for halal from JAKIM, of course, we have many standard or requirement inside this halal. Example, MS 1480/2007, food safety according to hazard analysis and critical control point has set system and pollution. MS 1500/2009 is a halal food production, preparation, handling, and storage. MS 15000/2009 is a halal food also in a Malay version. We have MS 1514/2009, General Principle of Food Hygiene. MS 1900/2005, a quality management system requirement from Islamic perspective. MS 2200 Part 1, 2008, Islamic Consumer Good Part Cosmetic and Personal Care General Guideline. MS 2200 is Chapter 1 is halal ingredients. And we also MS 2300/2009 Value Based Management System. MS 2393/2010 Principle Islam and Halal. MS 2400 Halal Thayyiban Insurance Pipeline. MS 2400/2010 is Halal Thayyiban Insurance Pipeline. MS 2400 Vision 3 2010 Halal Thayyiban Insurance Pipeline, and MS 2424/2012 Halal Pharmaceutical is General Guideline. And we also MS 2565/2014 Halal Packaging, MS 2594/2015 and Halal Chemical for use in potable water treatment, MS 1610/2015 Muslim Friendly Hospitality Services Requirement. So I think these are quite difficult to understand if you just one day or one word, one hour in all of these halal requirement. I think these are only the summarize from the what the owners have to do. But the first thing when we talk today in halal is to start with the owners first. This I want to mention because the owner have to involve in even is a Muslim or non-Muslim the same. You have or need to to get a knowledge in terms of halal. That's why you have to enjoy. Join us in Usapang Halal because we give more information in terms of. But I think to more focus and to more, you have to go. Even you go, your owners or your staff go to the training because I think it's quite difficult to understand if you don't send your worker. You set up first your team. It's a teamwork. It's not can do by owners itself, but you have to set up your. Currently, you have a Muslim workers, and then you have to hire the halal executive must be in your company. If you are not Muslim, you must to have two workers which are Muslim, and then they have to go to training to understand what is requirement of halal. That's why I think it's a good opportunity to join us, and then I think we can guide all of you into how to develop your halal in your halal industry. Even I think Ismail Abaya already not only for the basically in what have to prepare before to get the halal certification, but also the marketplace that now have done in Manila also. It's easily to use. To market your product, to halal product to everywhere in your country also. In Malaysia also, we focus on digital also. Of course, we have serve. Halal delivery. We are using we have a marketplace now. Everybody want to make like in Malaysia, the famous is Shopee, Lazada, and of course in Islamic we have also others like Laras marketplace. And also we can manage also the halal TV, like how to promote your product. But one thing that when you to develop is you develop first your product, and then of course yourself, your staff, and then you go to your premise. You have to finalize your every requirement. Like example, the food acts. To follow by your government, and then your building, you have to settle the license, and then the permit or to produce the product, and then also in your how you want to to make sure your ingredients and your storage also in your premise have be managed and not contaminated with non-halal product. And lastly, your system, the total of your system have to be audited before you go to the halal. Of course, your team have be trained, and then you do your own internal audit to make sure your process, your system have been done correctly. Example, you manage your product from incomings, and then go to your process, how you do your process, and then what is your control point on that. And then all of this, we of course in Malaysia we have what I show in the slide. We have the all the requirement and standard have a document like in the Malaysian standard. So that's why a beautiful of our halal industry, because we have a standard. But of course in Manila, you have bodies, authorized body to help you, and Mr. Ismail is one of your helper. Okay, I think today, of course, I have example. Of course, the product, like example, the honey, the pearl honey. So this product, I think, of course, is come from the natural. Yeah, we come from the natural, but you cannot certify this honey as a halal until you do the process. You have the permit, here we call it an industry lot to produce the product and do the packaging, like a bottle, and you have a labeling, until you go to the packaging in your storage before you supply to the customer. So one thing that now currently we involve with one entrepreneur is to export the pure honey from Sabah to the uh, export market to now is to Middle East. We get the customer, the buyer. And right now, of course, when you have a buyer outside there, especially in Middle East, the Muslim majority there, of course, they need the halal certificate for this product. So that's why I think why we say that why need halal, because of one of the reason is a demand from the customer. Of course, demand from the consumer in outside there, because when you look in your country only, or in your country, of course, you I think for your local, of course, they don't need halal certification. We just others like I don't know, FTA, something like that. In our, it's like mesti the JMP. But why halal? Because I think the consumer demand for this. Number one is the consumer, because when they go to the shopping mall, especially for the Muslim, they want to get a halal product. With a logo. Even it's a Malaysia halal logo, others country, because they trust in this halal logo that to sure this product is halal. So that's why one of the reason. But how to manage is, of course, is a through many process. You don't you have a product, you go to the some company or some consultant, and then you get your license. Halal certificate. Because in Malaysia also many entrepreneur think like that, because they think they have a product, they want the halal, but they don't know even to do the process to get the halal certification. You have to prepare many areas. Of course, number one is a man, is the owner, staff, a team in the building, and then the permits, the ingredient, and also the process that you have to tackle when you produce the product. When we talk about the food base. Okay, so other things like marketing, the logistic, warehouse is we talk later. Okay, so until now, I think I think the topic that I want to discuss with Mr. Ismail Baya. So any question, Ismail Baya, regarding the
I,
okay.
yes. Thank you very much, brother. I have
Okay.
I have almost related question to the entrepreneur. I'm just thinking, what is the because right now most of the businesses are in the startup and micro entrepreneur. I would like to know the support of the government in Malaysia. How supportive are there in terms of financial and other things to the Malaysia micro entrepreneur
Okay.
businesses?
Okay, in Malaysia that I explore, actually we have a 47 agency under government that have involved in the to help our entrepreneur based on the category. Like example, the food. When we talk about entrepreneur, is go to our Malaysia entrepreneur and development for center. This
Mhm.
a focus on to develop the entrepreneur. This under the we call it as a MIDEC ministry. Okay, what they have give is a special grant. Special grant mean when we involve in the halal industry as a SME, and we produce the halal product. We have to settle. To get the halal certificate, then we get the grant. To get the grant. Then there are special bonus for the owners to get a special grant. No need to pay back. We get as a reward when you get this halal for your product. And then it's mostly it's a big amount also. Then you can. And then of course we also have many training involved in from the agency. When you register with this agency, and then they have inside there they have a program, like example to train the owners and also the workers to in terms of halal awareness. And then they give as a free is a support to develop this halal industry. And then of course other thing they also want others agency also example in Sabah they have set up based on halal hub. Halal hub mean they have already all prepare the industry law, and then the owners can come, and then these are based on the rental. They have give rental, but they have already built up all the facility in there to become as a halal hub. And then we just register, and then of course we have to pay every month. But I think it's a more easier to develop in terms of, because the government involved, and then they give a special budget for our halal industry to grow, because of course our major industry in Malaysia also is a halal. I'm not sure what now is a current export for halal product. I think mostly more than billion ringgit export to the amount all the country, to the Middle East. Even we go to the other country also. I think more than billion in terms of sales. That's why our government really seriously, support us in terms of this to develop the halal, entrepreneurs. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that's good, no? At least your government is really trying to support the micro entrepreneur. I
Yes.
hope in the Philippines we are similar to your government in terms.
I
But
think yeah.
yeah, but that, in the Philippines, since we're not a Muslim country, we are really educating most of the non-Muslim, but most of them are really very supportive. I mean, they all
Mm-hmm.
participate because they understand
Yes.
the market. So that's
Yes.
why most of our halal certified products
Mm.
certified by the Muslim certifier NGO in the Philippines are produced
Yes.
by non-Muslim. Really,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I think for me it's a quite better. Because in your country do by as a NGO there to set
Mm.
up all the system. I think you're gonna you have association, you have also the authorized body. They are already certified by our Malaysian JAKIM to become.
Yeah.
I think like soon your what is your halal? Uh, bodies for your halal one halal. I think the logo that I can see
Actually, we have more than 50 halal
50.
certifier.
Wow.
Yeah, more than and growing. But
Mm.
the halal board are under are what you call that regulated by the Department of Trade and Industry.
Mm-hmm.
uh, they should be accredited if they want to export their product,
Mm-hmm.
and they can adopt the single logo, because right now
Mm.
some of the countries are confused what is really the halal certifier in the Philippines. Unlike in Malaysia,
Mm.
there is only one Jakim. That's why there is a law passed by the body
Yeah.
that we will use only one logo once we export. In the local market, you
Mm.
can use the local logo.
Yeah. Yes. The local. I think really like in Japan also they have more than 10. Even every mosque they have authorized. To do this halal certified by, but only three I think there's under Jakim is as a authorized body,
Uh-huh.
like Naha, and then I think as JSC, something like that. I'm
Uh-huh.
not sure, but it's a for me it's a good many, but sometimes it's a depend on what purpose that they want, because sometimes the halal logo that produced by your local authority cannot be accepted by others country. I think
Yes.
like when come to Malaysia, that's why I think since we have, because last I planned because I think about 5 years ago when I involved with Japan, of course many company in Japan want to get a halal logo. Then one is the best is a JV, it's a business matching activities. It's a joint venture. I mean, the company and company do the same in Malaysia to produce the product and get the halal. That's one of
Mm.
the activity that I mean the product can be easily to get a halal logo. But I think since you have already in Philippines, I mean the authorized body, I think you can follow the requirement on that. But what we try to develop is in terms of course, it's a market, it's a marketplace also. I mean, how to develop them as in a halal industry. Then we have to also guide in terms of export market. Of course, to join many halal expo in the world. Of course, I think you also have a collaborate with Canada, maybe after the US, Australia, in I think UK also they have a last they have many halal expo. Even Korea also I have involved also in Korea. So when we have many networking, then you can produce. As a opportunity to bring your product to the export market, because even under government or not, but I think the most important is go by the group, by the entrepreneur group. In Malaysia, we have many NGO is under like entrepreneur one is together in this organization, and then they collaborate with the government and then to produce the halal product to the world market. Many things are there. It's good by group. It's a one, I think, quite difficult. Even if you're big, okay. It's a you big company, I think, like a mega sardine, like maybe a big one. I think they have quite, have a good in terms of financial. But how about the small entrepreneur? You have go to buy your, I mean, like organization. But now what currently you have do in one halal, I think is the best to develop this. I very salute of this, and I also
Yeah.
sometimes follow. I follow sometimes. What is your idea? I think I do the collaboration together with us. But I think sometimes we cannot proceed in this term. You know, sometimes it's a blur when it's a COVID-19 everywhere. The issue on in terms of delivery issue in local.
Yes.
Yes, but how about to export? We have many additional, of course, additional item. Example, the requirement to the checklist something, and finally, hope it's a risk for our activity to export the product. So I think that's why in this several year, 1 year above, I think we more focus on educate and produce in the locality only. I think that's the main right now. But after the border is open, then we go. We're already ready, and we just, when the border open, then we produce to the world. I think that's the best. What
Yes.
uh, what we can
Actually,
do
we
right.
can start, brother, by posting
Mm,
products from Malaysia through you,
mm, mm-hmm,
and we can educate them that this is the product available in Malaysia,
mm,
and we are looking for distributor who can, because we can
mm.
import, we can facilitate it, but the problem, who is the distributor that will
Distributor.
accept the product from Malaysia, because we need distributor, local distributor to
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
do export, import, but
Mm,
I need another group that is a exclusive distributor for Malaysian product halal.
yeah.
And we can start that by posting in our halal moto marketplace, put
Mm-hmm,
the product there, uh, promote it, that we're looking for a distributor anywhere in the world because it's online, eh? And
Hmm.
maybe we can start that. Maybe somebody will see that, di ba?
Hmm.
And they will, if they can appreciate it and
Yeah.
they really want to be a distributor, they will contact you, and that
Yeah.
will be the start of importing product from Malaysia through your group. And
Hmm.
once the product is in the Philippines, we can deliver it
Yeah.
and advertise it locally na.
Yeah. But I just want to mention now, right now, I have a few product that already, ready to export. They have already have a logo halal
Mhm.
logo. So, but it's not so many. Then the product mostly put like cookies, and also the we call here is like it's not an ingredient. It's mostly the end product, not the process.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I think
that's much better. That's much better.
yeah. Yeah.
Cookies is good.
Hmm.
Coffee, that's
Yeah.
good also.
Coffee. Now
And
I start again. Actually, I start again because I start again to collect all this and I put in my Sabah Halal Market. Then
yeah,
I
good,
already
good, good.
have a system. I have already registered about 150 product. But I think
Wow.
it's an item. Yes, it's a local product. Now I try to introduce first in our local market, and then of course to the marketplace. Like a halal marketplace, we have many. Like example, the new one is Laras, and others is and also for the fresh product also, we call it's a pasaman. Pasaman is a one of the marketplace to produce a fresh product. Only from like
Mhm.
fresh chicken, meat, fruit, vegetable. We call it pasar. Pasar means a market man,
Mhm.
pasar man. We have that also. So now, of course, for me, it's a more to focus on local. But hopefully, the border will start again. Open again, and we can start to produce to other country like Philippines. I think that your idea is a good. I think to promoting looking for the distributor, or we call agent in
Yes.
our country. Yes,
We're
that.
doing that in the Philippines, brother, because in
Mm,
Mindanao, this is
mm,
very far from Visayas and Mindanao, Visayas and Luzon, or in
mm,
Luzon. We
mm,
promote it online, and we just post there
mm,
the 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 description of the product, the price,
mm. That's right.
and we put notation there that we need distributor in any key cities of the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas,
Okay.
Mindanao. And we can do that
Mm.
the same, format that
Yeah, yeah,
a Malaysian product, copy, sample,
yeah.
looking for a Philippine distributor. Because
Mm-hmm.
many people are looking for business right now. Some
Yeah.
are for micro, some are importer. There are many importer in the Philippines. Actually, Filipino loves imported product.
Mm-hmm.
Imported.
For
We love
example,
import.
our Maggie. It's not our Maggie. Actually, example, curry mee. Curry mee. They're also famous in.
Yes,
They have famous in Philippines. Yes, I know. Of course, I hear that
yes,
the price also very high when you go to the Philippines. Here maybe
yes.
5 ringgit, but when you go to Philippines, it's more 100% up the price.
Yes, yes. Same with our
Mm,
product, brother.
mm.
Let's say our product, turmeric tea.
Oh,
Once exported in Europe, it
mm.
multiplied 4 times, 5 times.
One
But
time.
still,
Yeah.
the buyer in Europe,
Mm.
it's nothing for them because they're earning 10 times the
Yeah.
salary in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
it's in pounds or in dollar. To them, it's nothing.
Mm.
But for Filipino, 5 times higher is they cannot what they call that, uh, buy it because it's too high for them, very expensive. Okay,
Yeah.
but in other countries, even in Singapore, when you see some product from the Philippines, it's 4 5 times higher. But
Fire.
still, yun na naman, the conversion of one Singapore dollar to peso is 1 is to 38 pesos. So imagine that, di ba? 1:38. If you increase your price to 1:5, they can
Yes.
still accommodate because their money is 1:38.
Yes.
And
Uh,
naman, Singapore, they're not producing any product. So most of their product are imported really. So and Singapore is a first world country. So
mm,
many of the product are imported, and the cost of living in Singapore is very high.
yes.
Really.
And they need
Yeah.
also halal. I think I already many. I mean, I as an NGO, I join many group in Philippines, halal Philippines, Japan. I want to see the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
Of course,
Japan,
in
very
Singapore,
expensive.
yes, very expensive. But how to go there is better than you produce there because it's quite difficult to get the border. I mean, to pass the border. What I mean, but
Yeah,
if
very
you
strict. Japanese is
very
very
strict,
strict in their product.
very strict. That's why it's a G to G is better with government to government than government which involved with organization. It's like your do right now.
Ah.
And then you attach with your government, and do that government. It's more better. It's more, I think, based on MOU, based on even
Ah.
I think it's a quite.
Government to government.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think last. I think I'm here in news that explore in the Google that Philippines supply to Indonesia the halal product right now. It's a base. I think last year is
Yes, yes.
to go to the Indonesian market right now. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
There's a
Okay.
government to government.
Yeah, there's a
Even
government to
in
government.
Brunei, even in Brunei last month or 2 months ago,
Yes.
Brunei has a memorandum of understanding with the Philippines,
Philippines.
government to government.
Yes.
Uh,
That's why that what also in Sabah do last time with Brunei. Our state Sabah is like as a one country, as a
mm.
so that's why they are more go to the. I mean, when go to Brunei, it's a team. They have a team like
I think there's a question, brother. Oh, question
huh?
for you.
Yeah,
Question.
Ismail. For you guys, Ismail Usapang
For
Halal. Yeah, Penang Freedom Fighters from Philips View.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
we have no
message
time na.
for yeah.
Message
I think
to the viewer,
today,
brother.
yeah, today is important thing is a management. I think it's a depend on honor. Is the number one. When you involve in this halal, you must understand first what is the halal need, halal requirement. Understand. Then you send your staff to training center, the halal training center, to get knowledge and to get a certified as a halal executive. Is a man to handle in your internal audit after you produce the product with halal. I think this is a mostly important as a teamwork because without a teamwork, it's a difficult to to develop this halal industry. So that's a message from me. Thank you very much for all of you. Watch Usapang Halal and see you next week again.
So,
Thank you very much.
syukran.
Okay, bye bye.
Assalamualaikum
Shukran.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.